All right, here we go with the October 26th, Thursday edition of the Carolina Weather Video. I'm meteorologist Matthew East. There's our Greensboro Tower camera. We've had a clearing trend over the last couple of hours of the morning as a disturbance has been working eastward across the region. We'll shift and take a peek down towards Charlotte. Same basic idea, clearing sky overhead and temperatures cooling down. In fact, up in the mountain zones, a lot of 30s on the board again this morning, and actually a lot of foothills and some isolated Piedmont spots heading down into the 30s this morning. Some frost advisories up as the sky's been clearing. Over the past couple of hours, temperatures have been dropping. And again, I'm cutting this video during the 5 a.m. hour. These were your Wednesday highs across the region, only 43 in Boone. 60s across a lot of the Piedmont, upper 50s for the foothills and the Triad viewing area, 60s elsewhere. Officially 62 in Greensboro. And there's your Charlotte region high temperatures. Again, only 40s for the high country, but 60s and upper 50s elsewhere. Across the viewing area, average Charlotte high temperature this time of year stands at 69 degrees. These are temperatures early this morning, 5 o'clock hour. Again, some cooling as the clouds have been eroding across the region. Temperatures currently around the southeastern part of the country, relatively cool. But look what's happening off to the west of us. Some milder air here in the southern plains, and we will have a pretty decent warm-up tomorrow compared to what we're going to see today. Now, we've had a little bit of light rain in a couple spots across the Carolinas early this morning, really overnight in most spots, as this disturbance has been moving through. But notice the clouds, actually I'm going to go back to this real quick. Notice the clouds have been eroding away in the wake of that disturbance. That's allowed some late night cooling here over the mountains, foothills, and Piedmont. Raining pretty heavily in parts of Maine especially, and still some lingering rain in the northeastern U.S. And here's some precipitation with our next cold front. Rain and snow. The upper plain states into Canada, and then trailing down from there into the northern Rockies. So as we go through today, high pressure building in, a lot of sunshine, but it will be a cool day and then clear and chilly tonight with that high right overhead. Here are your high temperatures this afternoon, looking like that across the region, so certainly cool, and then it will be relatively chilly tonight. I think a lot of the cooler Piedmont spots, again, making a run down into the 30s. Friday looks good. Southerly flow in place will warm things up pretty nicely. There's our Friday highs. Good-looking weather day to wrap up the work week. And then here comes our next storm system Saturday. Clouds build in during the day. Shower chances increasingly with us as we get into Saturday afternoon, especially in the mountains, and then overnight Saturday night into the Piedmont over toward the coast. So it looks like a late Saturday night type of deal associated with this system. European model showing you the low pressure lifting up the coast, and then there it goes. Behind it, some chillier air. It looks like due to the placement of the features here, which I'll show you the more detailed modeling in just a second, a lot of the Carolinas kind of miss out on the heavier rain. Now, the coast gets the heavier rain with that coastal low, especially over toward the Outer Banks. But you notice the South Carolina coast, much of South Carolina into central North Carolina, a bit of a minimum in the rain due to the placement of that low pressure that's a little bit further offshore and the energy with that cold front staying a little bit more to the west. All right, so let me take a look at that more detailed modeling with you real quick here. Let's look at the GFS computer model. So here we go. This is valid, let's see, overnight, actually into the evening hours Saturday evening. I thought I had a panel before that. I guess I didn't stick that one in here. But this is, as we get into Saturday evening, you see the rain a little bit more widespread across the region. And there it goes by daybreak Sunday pulling out. Now, I would also direct your attention to the fact that, again, the heaviest rain on the GFS, and actually now the European too, kind of staying just offshore. So there goes that coastal low. The Outer Banks get some heavy rain. But you get away from there, and you don't have a whole lot of heavy rain showing up. These are the GFS winds behind the system Sunday. Kind of a breezy setup as that low pressure pulls away, and that next shot of chillier air arrives. But again, kind of a precipitation minimum across the region, something akin to what you see here on the European model, where a lot of the Carolinas may miss out on some of the heavier precipitation outside of the immediate coast around the Outer Banks. We'll see how that plays out. Again, this all has, that coastal low has its origins in the tropics. We're continuing to watch things there in the western Caribbean Sea thus far. No immediate developmental signs there. But the European model does continue to spin up at least a weak low pressure here near the Yucatan early Saturday that then lifts up fairly close to the Carolina coast during the course of Sunday. All right, fall foliage report time. There's a beautiful shot there from along the Blue Ridge Parkway yesterday. As you can note, a lot of really nice colors still to enjoy, especially, say, below 3,500 or 4,000 feet in the North Carolina mountains. All right, that is it for the latest edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thanks for watching. Everybody have a great day, and God bless.